Good evening to you. We're going to begin tonight with the lawsuit challenging Arkansas's congressional maps as the case reaches a crossroads. This is the final lawsuit pending against the state over its 2021 redistricting. Two others have been dismissed. Channel 7's Andrew Mobley was in federal court today and joins us with more on what's at stake here. Andrew.
The lawsuit claims that the state legislature diminished the voting power of black Arkansans by splitting the black population in southeast Pulaski County into 3 different congressional districts. There are only 4 congressional districts in Arkansas. Here you can see the districts before and after the 2021 redistricting, which shifted about 23,000 black voters out of the 2nd congressional district and added to it the predominantly white Cleburne County.
Our clients and the groups that we represent here are looking for a fair process that doesn't decrease their electoral opportunity, does not use race in an impermissible way when sorting voters in and out of the district.
Where it gets complicated is the fact that claims of unconstitutional partisan gerrymandering are not subject to federal court review, because as the Supreme Court ruled in a 2019 case, there are no judicially discernible and manageable standards by which courts could adjudicate such claims. However, if the plaintiffs can prove the state legislature was racially motivated, they may succeed in forcing Arkansas to redraw congressional districts. As such, the state argued today in court that as long as it had plausible motives other than race for its controversial redistricting, such as partisan motives, then the court should presume it had no racial motive. Above that, the state also asserted there was no direct evidence of racial motive.
Unrebutted statistical evidence shows that black Democratic voters were treated differently than white Democratic voters. And second, you can draw a map if you wanted to achieve a partisanship advantage and comply with traditional redistricting principles. You could do that without splitting Pulaski County and disproportionately sorting those voters.
Another point of interest discussed at length in court today was that Bureau of Legislative Research staff in charge of drawing the 2021 congressional districts used software that presented them with race data but not political data.
The software that they used, they did not have political data. That's what the testimony and discovery showed. They only had racial data. That's important because if there was a partisan advantage that was being achieved, you cannot use race as the predominant means, or you cannot use race as a proxy to pursue a partisan end.
Today, the state also argued that lawmakers were primarily focused on preserving much of the former district boundaries drawn in 2011. In court, it was noted that 92% of Arkansans are still in their 2011 districts.
Even if it is taken at face value, and it was prioritized, the map wouldn't look the way it does now and have that unprecedented 3-way split.
If the court decides not to dismiss the lawsuit, the trial will be held early next year. On your side, I'm Andrew Mobley.
Okay, Andrew, thanks very much. The Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin released a statement on all this today saying 2 cases challenging the state's congressional districts have already been dismissed. Our congressional districts are constitutional, he says, and I will vigorously defend the state in this remaining case.